Thank you for joining us for the UCA Point Deduction Breakdown and Explanation. We're going to start with our athlete deductions. First up, we have our minor fall worth 0.25. Examples would include hands or knees down on tumbling, jumps, or other skills. We also have our major fall worth 0.5. Examples here would include landing on the head, shoulders, back during tumbling, jumps, or other skills. Now we'll move into our building deductions. First up, we have a building bobble worth 0.5. Examples would include stunts, tosses, and pyramids that almost drop or fall, or excessive movement of the bases. This includes dropping of an extended stunt to prep level, or bases traveling to keep a stunt extended. A bobble will also be issued if a top person is standing on both feet and only 1 foot falls below prep level. Stunts that come down but do not meet any of the minor or major fall definitions will be issued a building bobble. This would not include a stunt where the top person only drops a body position or small balance checks. Next in our building category, we have a building major fall, worth 2 points. Examples would include drops from an individual stunt to a load-in, cradle, prone, or flatback. This also would include the top becoming weight-bearing on the spot, if a base or spot lands on the ground, or if the top is brought to the performing surface in a controlled manner. In a 2-foot stunt, if both feet drop below prep level, or in a 1-foot stunt, if the foot that is providing support drops below prep level, a minor fall will be issued. This also includes incomplete twisting baskets. Stunts could meet this definition and continue building following the disruption. Our third building deduction is a building major fall worth 3 points. Examples here include drops from an individual stunt to a compromising position. This would include the top landing in a position not mentioned under the building minor fall or to the ground in an uncontrolled manner, or if multiple bases or a base in a spot land on the ground. This also includes incomplete flipping baskets or baskets that do not land in a cradle position. Stunts could meet this definition and to continue to build following the disruption. Our final building deduction is a pyramid collapse worth 4 points. For school and rec teams, it's 2 or more connected stunts falling. If multiple pyramids are built at the same time, each pyramid would be treated separately. If multiple tops fall in the same pyramid but are not in direct connection, this deduction would still apply. For college teams, 2 or more top persons or middle layers falling. If the deduction would only apply to one top or middle layer, a building bobble, minor, or major fall would be used. If in the absence of a middle layer, a pyramid does not attempt to mount, no additional deductions would be issued. If multiple pyramids are built at the same time, each pyramid would be treated separately. If multiple tops fall in the same pyramid but are not in direct connection, this deduction would still apply. If the team elects to try to rebuild the pyramid, additional deductions could be given. This deduction can be used when the total number of deductions for a single pyramid would equal or exceed 4.0. Other than athlete and building falls, there are some other deductions that can be assessed. Out of bounds, worth 0.5, is one entire hand, foot, or body part that is completely outside the performance surface. This is for our national championships only. Another deductions, which is props, worth 1.0, is a penalty that will be assessed for signs or other hard props that are thrown. This does not include palms or props that are placed or dropped. If a prop is placed or dropped, they may go outside the performance area. Once again, this one is for our national championship only. We also have unsportsmanlike behavior worth 1.0. This is when a coach is in a discussion with an official, other coaches, athletes, parents, and spectators. They must maintain professional conduct. Failing to do so may result in a 1.0 deduction, removal, or disqualification. Judges will be watching before and after the routine for team introductions and excessive celebrations. These deductions are worth 1 point. Introductions can include tumbling. Entrances, chants, spellouts are considered part of the routine and will be timed as part of the performance. Team breaks, rituals, and traditions need to take place prior to entering the mat. Teams should take the floor immediately with spirit and enthusiasm, but without any excessive gestures. At the end of the routine, teams should refrain from excessive celebration. Examples include huddles, alternates or coaches entering the competition floor, and falling to the ground at the end of the performance. Time limit deductions. Timing will begin with the first movement, voice, or note of music, whichever comes first. 3 points will be deducted for teams 1 to 5 seconds over the allotted time slot, 5 points for 6 to 10 seconds, and 7 points for anyone 11 seconds or more over. Judges will not call the deduction until a stopwatch shows a time of 3 seconds over the allotted time. Multiple deductions can be given. An example would be a high school team timed at 3 minutes with a music portion of 1 minute and 40 seconds. The overall time would receive a 7-point deduction, while the music would receive 5 points in deductions. This would give that team a 12-point deduction. There are 3 types of skill, format, and safety deductions. The first one is our game day format violation worth 2 points. This is when skills or elements that do not meet the additional skill restrictions for a game day performance are performed. Examples would include exceeding 3 8 counts of consecutive in-court for the fight song, tumbling outside the allotted restrictions, or doing ACA-approved stunts but are not allowed during a game day routine. General safety violation is when a skill are performed in an illegal manner, however the skill itself is not illegal. This would include brace flips where only one of the bracers happens to fall during the flip, incorrect spotter grips on single base style stunts, or performance errors. Those 2 violations are worth 2 points. Worth 5 points, we have specific safety violations. This is when a skill is not performed in a legal manner. Examples would include brace flip pyramids with only 10 people, or a bracer in a shoulder stand or shoulder sit. Release transitions landing inverted, pancakes from an extended position, single base stunts without a spotter, or double twisting, tosses, or release dismounts. This concludes the UCA point deduction breakdown for all divisions. We look forward to seeing you and your team at a UCA competition. If you have any questions, please send them to ucascoring@varsity.com.